coming to you in high definition. This is the Fox 9 Morning News.
And you know what? Have you done your spring cleaning yet? We haven't. Well, we're going to get some help. Expert help on the in-studio on how we can tackle it without getting overwhelmed. That's easy to happen. But first, Eric.
Thanks, Eric. Well, springtime means Easter, rain sometimes, and, of course, spring cleaning. When we come back, we're going to get some tips from the pros on the best and easiest ways to tackle the big cleaning jobs. Well, spring cleaning, for many people, it's just something they have to do. But for a lot of us, cleaning, no matter what the season, is not something we actually want to do. Yeah, well, that's when you call in the experts. And joining me now is Liz Schonecker. She likes cleaning so much she does it for a living. She owns Molly Maid in Bloomington, and she's got some great ideas on how to help us just basically even get started. We're kind of looking at our house about now. You know, you're starting to open the windows a little bit.
Right. All
of a sudden, all the dust and everything that's collected over the winter that you've just kind of looked away, you know, the whole season. Where do we start?
The best way to approach it is really to have a plan ahead of time. So you want to make it, excuse me, you want to be organized about it, have a list of the things that you need to accomplish before you start, and then approach it methodically so that you don't get distracted or frustrated.
Imagine you also want to start with kind of a good attitude.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's, you know, if you don't
spring,
like to
it feels
clean,
good. You want to get things freshened up and get rolling into the summer.
It's kind of like exercise. You have to think of the after effects, how you're going to feel after it's done. All right. And you said plan on paper is probably a pretty good idea.
Right. If you have a written plan, it will really help. It's also a good idea not to try and approach it all at once. You want to maybe take on a room or two at a time and just take those thoroughly, get those taken care of thoroughly, and then you can check them off your list. It's going to make you feel like you've accomplished something, and then maybe a couple days later, start up again.
All right. You want to clear the clutter first? Is that important before you get to the dusting and maybe some of the easier stuff?
It can be frustrating once you get rolling. If you have all the clutter, you're going to have to stop your cleaning, go and return things to other rooms and that sort of thing. So it really helps before you even begin, be organized, get everything put away ahead of time.
All right. Now, if you've got like maybe a two-story house or several stories, it's important to start at the top and work your way down?
Right. And
Why is that?
It's also important to just start that in, well, that way you won't miss rooms, you won't overlook things. Like even if you take each room with that approach, start top to bottom, left to right, move across the room. That way you won't miss things like door frames, windowsills, baseboards, all those areas that you forget that they need to be dusted too. It also helps to have some sort of tools that will give you a way to reach those high areas for cobwebs and things like that. If you look at your light fixtures, they're hard to reach, but there's a lot of cobwebs and dust that collect up there over the winter.
And I loved our last tip to get your children involved. Yeah, good luck with that. Depending on your kids.
Kids like to sweep. They like to get involved and help, put away dishes, put away laundry. That's the kind of stuff that you can do to free up more of your time and get them involved.
All right. Now, if you just absolutely hate cleaning and you just can't do it yourself, you can, of course, leave it to the pros like Molly Maid's here. What are some of the important things to consider when hiring a professional? We were just talking about the trust factor.
Right.
Huge, especially when you've got folks in your house when you're not home sometimes.
Absolutely. It's really an important thing to feel like the people you're turning over your key to your home to is someone you want in your home, someone you can trust. We do thorough background checks on all of our employees, and whenever I'm talking to a prospective customer, we make sure they know that. We really do screen carefully because we want to trust the people that we're in. You know, I'm going to give your house key to this person. I want to know that they're going to go in there and treat your home with respect.
You know, is there, and on another note really quick, is there a trick to being a really good cleaning person? Because, you know, I know my mother complains, oh, this one wasn't good and this one was good. How are you better than others? Training.
You know, we really train them. We train them to have their supplies ready ahead of time, carry them, you know, along with them as they clean so they're efficient. They're just very detail-oriented, and we train them to work that way.
All right, and they earn money doing it.
Oh, yes.
That probably helps.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right, thanks so much, Liz, for being with us. And Eric's over with our Sunday forecast, our Easter Sunday forecast.
Yeah, signs of spring. Sunshine, outdoor baseball, warm temperatures, spring cleaning. Thanks for reminding me. We need to do that, too, at house.